be educated, but I'm so frustrated. Hello to my loneliness. I guess that ignorance is bliss. Take me back to before the noon. Rewind, take it out of cue. Innocence can be a young man's game. Signed up for the hall of shame. I wish I knew how much I miss not knowing that we're all screwed. When we play our roles and ignore the problems. I like to be way more patient. Stay up, I feel so outdated. How can we look the other way? Sun is out, but the sky is gray. What would happen if I took a chance? It's always hard at first glance. I don't wanna, but I know I gotta do it. The truth is hard to swallow, I think I'll chew it. I wish I knew how much I miss not knowing that we're all screwed. When we play our roles and ignore the problems. I wish I knew how much I miss not knowing that we're all screwed. When we play our roles and ignore the problems. I wish I knew.
I removed large driftwood as it blocked light for aquatic plants. Constructing a small river channel to divert water to plants. Constructing an aquarium requires patience and persistence. From designing the layout to selecting the appropriate materials. Every step is critical to creating a healthy and thriving aquatic environment for fish and plants. Keep trying and perfecting your skills. You'll create a masterpiece that will be a source of enjoyment. Remember to plug the hole before adding small stones. Prefers a warm and humid climate suitable for cultivation in paddy fields or low-lying wetlands. Small-grained Aquaderma soil has good air permeability, water regulation ability and nutrient supply ability. Aquarium sand not only provides a growth substrate and maintains water quality balance but also creates a natural ecological environment. When dividing and replanting Sagittaria subulata, it is important to be careful with the stems to avoid damaging them. I need dwarf puffer to eat the snails in my fish tank because there are too many of them. Adding small gravel in the aquarium can create a sense of a natural stream. It needs good lighting, water flow, and water quality as well as regular pruning and attention to propagation, in order to thrive. Be careful when using foam spray, otherwise it will spray everywhere and can be difficult to clean up. Adding details and decorations such as small bridges, waterfalls, trees, and more can make your island more realistic and interesting. Taiwanese bubble tea is a very popular beverage and I myself often want to drink a cup. Nowadays, due to the emphasis on environmental protection, we all carry glass straws with us. Feeling so happy while sipping on a cup of bubble tea and watching the fish swimming in the aquarium. Tika also looks like she really wants to have some, but she can't. Have you ever had bubble tea? I hope you'll have a chance to try it when you come to Taiwan. Connecting submersible pumps and the miniature island using transparent glass straws will create the Sky City. Add plants or rocks to the small island to increase the ecological atmosphere. Earthworms are beneficial organisms in soil as they help maintain soil aeration and looseness and promote plant growth. These plants thrive in high humidity environments. They are hardy spilling fish that are easy to care for as long as their tank and water are kept clean. Aquarium. My greatest wish is for the creatures living inside to be healthy and happy. I transfer the Galaxy Rasbora fry to a separate tank with suitable water and food to protect them from being harmed or eaten by the adult fish. The tank is well established and contains microorganisms and green algae that will provide sufficient nutrition for the fry until they are larger. Luna loves to explore new things. Nene gently bites me to show she wants to play, and this behavior typically does not cause harm.